Right guys, welcome to this episode of Warhammer 40,000. This is today's table, and these are the deployment lines. Today I'm playing against Adam's Blood Angels with Mechanicum. It is an Eternal War mission, it's Purge the Alien. So, we'll go through the armies and roll off for deployment. Right, so this is the Mechanicum army today of 2,500 points. We're both slightly under, but it's fine. So as you can see, I have 20 Ad Secularis Covenant. They are all have Right of Pure Thought, Carapace armor, which is a 4-up save, and they all have Laslocks with induction charges. Over here is my Warlord, Archmagus Prime. He has the Myrmidax upgrade. He's got 2-phase plasma fusils. He has an Ambient. He has a Cyber Familiar and a Paragon Blade, and he's rocking with 4 Ocularis there as well. Back here we have 2 squads of 3 Myrmidon Secutors. The front 3 have 2-phase plasma fusils each, and one of them has the 2 bolters. The 3 behind even have the Graviton guns, one with the 2 bolters. We have 2 squads of 3 Thalax. Each squad has a single photon thruster in there, and they've been upgraded with heavy chain blades as well. We have 3 Castellax, 2 with the Darkfire cannons and enhanced targeting array. The one at the front with the Mauler cannon has the Paragon of Metal Rule, and he has an enhanced targeting array as well. We have the Magus Dominus there as well. He also has a Cyber Familiar just to increase that in run as well. And we have the Thanatar. He's also rocking an enhanced targeting array, so -1 cover and ballistic skill 5 as well. We have the Knight. I'm taking that one from the Imperial Knights Codex, so it's a strength 8 AP3 rapid fire battle cannon and the 2 heavy stubbers. He's going to be the ally. And making its debut, I know it's not fully painted, but the Avenger Strike Fighter. It has the Mauler bolt cannon on the front, 2 last cannons. I've upgraded it with 2 auto cannons, and I don't remember the name of it, but there's a rule that gives it Tank Hunter. So that is just under 2,500 points of Mechanicum. Now go on to Adam's Blood Angels. So here's Adam's Blood Angels. Adam, what have you got?
For my Warlord, I've got Captain Carleen.
Yep.
Then for my other HQ, I have got Mephiston.
Yep.
For Elites, I've brought a squad of Sanguinary Guard, 2 axes, 2 swords, Power Fist, Plasma Pistol,
Yep.
and Banner.
Cool.
And Death Masks.
Right.
Then Assault Squad.
Terminator Assault Squad. Yep.
With 3 claws and 2 hammers.
Yep.
Then the other elite choice is the
Stern.
Stern Guard. The Sergeant has Power Sword, Grab Pistol. There's a Combi Grab, Heavy Flamer, Storm Bolter, 2 normal bolters, and a Melter Gun.
Yep.
Then for troops, I've got 5-man tactical squad. He's got a Power Sword and he has a Plasma Gun.
Yep.
And Raffin's Death Company.
Right.
For fast attack, I have got 1 squad of Assault Marines with 2 Plasma Pistols and a Sergeant with a Power Fist, Storm Combat Shield,
Yep.
and Hand Flamer.
Yep.
Bikers, which have Grav Gun and Plasma Gun.
Okay.
And for heavy support, I have got 2 Predators. That is a Razorback, but it's being used as a Predator.
No
and
problem.
it should have Sponsons.
Yep.
And the Storm Raven, which has got assault cannons, heavy bolters, hurricane bolters, and my Devastators, which have got 2 plasma cannons, melter gun, and missile launcher.
Yep. And who's rocking in the Rhino?
Rocking in the Rhino is the tactical squad.
And Stern Guard in the drop pod.
Yeah.
No problem at all then. So we are going to now roll for deployment and see who goes first and everything as well. So we'll come back to you after we've all deployed. Right guys, so this is deployment. Mechanicum have taken this side, and I've elected to go first. I won the roll off. Adam is going to look to seize, but I'll just talk you through the deployments. Got the Myrmidons with grabs here, along with the Warlord, and one squad of Thalax. Got the Paragon, Castellax there. Two of these in cover here. Third Castellax up there getting cover. We have agreed that all cover supplies are 4 up cover save. The other squad of Thalax there. Now I know they look like they're in the open, but there's not too much with line of sight, hopefully. Got the Myrmidons with the Phase Plasma Fusils there. The Knight would fit in had I not modelled the base a little bit differently, so we are agreeing that he is down in there. I've then spread the Tech Thralls out, hoping to deny Adam dropping a drop pod in my backfield, but there is an open spot there. So hopefully he doesn't get too close. Adam, on the other hand, over here has put the Assault Marines in some cover there. The Devastator's here. Bike's looking to fly up the side along with the Sanguinary Guard, I think, so that's quite a fast flank he's got. Over here, we've got the 2 Predators and the Death Company, Carleen and the Terminators, and then the Tactical Squad in the Rhino. In reserve, he's got the Storm Raven, and he has the drop pod with Mephiston and the Stern Guard in, and I've got the Avenger in reserves as well. So, Adam, do you want to see if you sees? Before he does, Carleen's special ability allows him to steal on a 5 or a 6, so do you want to roll and see if you sees? No, that's a 4, so I get to go first. Right, we'll come back to you after the movement phase. Right, so welcome back to the Mechanicum phase. I have moved things around a little bit. I've moved the Myrmidons back just a little bit. In fact, no, I haven't. They're exactly the same. The Ocularis have moved up. The Archmagus has moved up, as well as the Castellax as well. Thalax have pushed forward with the other 2 Ocularis. Those Thalax moved forward. The Knight jumped out to here, and the Myrmidons decided to hold cover. Most of my guns are range 18, so I didn't really want to move forward for Adam to then be able to move and assault me. The Castellax and the Thanatum stayed where they are, and so did the Tech Thralls. I have done my shooting phase as well, and it's been pretty brutal, to be honest. Yeah, the Devastators, 3 died to the rapid fire battle cannon, and I shot the Castellax with a Mauler bow cannon at them as well. Obviously he did get cover save from these. Meanwhile, over here I dropped the Thanatar's Helix Plasma Mortar on the Assault Squad. Adam did make a couple of cover saves, but obviously the rules for it make it that you have to re-roll, which meant he lost 6 out of 8 that I managed to actually hit, and then failed the leadership test and ran off the board just by an inch. So that scored me 1 point for that, and a point for first blood. Meanwhile, the Castellax up here shot down at the Predator that was here, got 1 hit, he took a wound to get hot, he penned, and then I rolled a 6. Being AP2 obviously blew that up, so that puts me at 3 points to 0 quite quickly. I'm expecting some payback now though. I've got a couple of jetpack moves to make, so it's just basically the Thalax there and the Archmagus, so I'll probably do them, and then we'll move on to Adam's movement phase. Right, so Adam's movement phase, he's dropped the drop pod right there. Mephiston and the Stern Guard are looking to hopefully, I think for Adam's sake, take out the Knight. Just to point out as well, I did do a couple of my jetpack moves. Them Thalax went to there. These ones only spread out, they only rolled 2 inches. And the Ocularis all moved forward a little bit as well. The rest of Adam's movement, he's moved the Death Company up here, probably looking to take out the Thalax or the Myrmidons. The Rhino and the Terminators have all shuffled forward. Down here, the Bikes and the Sanguinary Guard have all come forward. I think they're going to have to be my next targets. And over here, he moved the Predator over. He rolled a 1 for his dangerous terrain. However, those blades that you see on the front there, so he re-rolled and passed. So he has got overcharged engines, so he's going to get 2 last cannon shots as well. I know exactly what he's going for. So we'll move on to Psychic and Shooting phase for Blood Angels. Right, welcome back guys. So down here we had a Combi Grav, a Melter, a Plasma Pistol from Mephiston, some special issue ammunition, and a Grav Pistol against the Thanatar. All of the Gravs rolled a 1 to wound. The pistol missed, The melter failed to wound. Special issue ammunition got 1 wound through, and I passed me 2 up save. So, yeah, the Thanatos is still standing, totally unfazed.
Yeah, you need line of sight.
Back here, the drop pod fired his Deathwind missile launcher down at the Covenant and took 2 of them out. I passed quite a few saves as well as a single feel no pain as well. Over here, because Adam dropped these behind the knight, I did put the shield up on the rear, and over there the last cannons actually got a pen, so the knight is down to 5 hull points. The crack missile from in the building there shot through, but I passed a 5-up cover save because he's going through the building and the model is obscured. That was pretty much it for the shooting phase, apart from this one sergeant on the bike could see through at 1 ocularis, and I failed me 3-up save with him. So the only other thing left to do for the minute is Adam is going to charge the Death Company at the Thalax. I was hoping to keep out of line of sight and range due to the cover, but yeah, he can see through that little window at the bottom there. So we're going to roll the charge distance and measure. Adam, do you want to roll it?
Aye.
6, that's not enough anyway, even going through cover. So the score at the end of turn 1 is Mechanicum 3, Blood Angels 1. Right, so welcome back to the moving phase, guys. The knight has moved forward. We're looking to hopefully get rid of the Predator there. The Avenger came on, so let's see what we can do and take out that Predator, hopefully. Over here, the Warlord and the Ocularis and the Castellax have shuffled up, looking to hopefully get rid of some of these. Meanwhile, back here, the Thalax and the Myrmidons have moved over, looking to hopefully take out some of the Death Company there. And I know the Terminators are just there, so we'll have to see if what happens in the next phase as to whether or not they survive. Over there, the Covenant have shuffled so that I can get all of the shots down onto these, and the Castellax and the Thanatos have stayed where they are. One thing to note as well, although the Thanatos can't draw line of sight here, because the Warlord has the upgrade of Jinskin, he can draw line of sight for the Thanatos onto these. Thanks, Phil. So, back here, the Myrmidons have moved round, looking to drop some small blasts on these as well. So, we shall come back after the shooting phase. Right, guys, so this kind of happened. Down here, the Avenger shot 2 last cannons and 2 auto cannons and took out the Predator with 2 glances and a pen. Down here, the Helix Plasma Mortar landed here due to tracing line of sight from the Warlord and took out the Sanguinary Guard. The Haywire Myrmidons shot and took out 2 of the bikes. Over there, the Phase Plasma Fusils from the Warlord took out the remaining bikes, along with a couple of shots there from that Castellax. The Knight shot the rapid fire battle cannon down here and scattered 12 inches way off. And believe it or not, the heavy stubbers actually killed the Devastators. Up here, the Myrmidons alone took out the Death Company. And Adam did pass a few feel no pains, but the sheer amount of wounds, he wasn't able to save them all. Back here, Mephiston has stood on 2 wounds alone. Both Castellax fired down and took out quite a fefew of them. That Thalax squad there shot and took out a few of them. The Covenant with the Assault 2 had 36 shots and took out 1 or 2 of them as well. I've still got these Thalax here to shoot. I don't know whether they've got line of sight or range. We'll have to do that one. But the only other thing I've got to do is the Assault. I'm probably going to charge the Covenant at the at Mephiston. So yeah, we'll come back to you after the Assault phase. Right, so I forgot about them Thalax and the Photon Thruster actually took Mephiston out. I should point out as well, in the Psychic phase last turn, Adam cast Blood Lance on 5 dice and actually failed it, and he didn't get off Blessing just in case I charged either. So yeah, there's not much of Adam's left. So we'll now move on to Adam's turn. I don't know what the score is. I've lost track. Sorry, Adam.
What's the score?
Oh, Phil tells me it's 10. Adam, do you want to roll and see if your Storm Raven comes on?
Yeah.
It's on at least. Right, we'll come back to you after Adam's done his movement. Right, turn 2. Adam's Storm Raven's come on. I think he's probably going to look to have a shot down on the Warlord or the Avenger. Up here, Terminators have moved out of cover, looking to probably charge the Thalax or the Myrmidons. And over there we have the tactical squad moved up in the Rhino and getting out, probably looking to assault something and do some damage. So we'll move on to the shooting phase, and I think Adam's going to drop a pie plate on the tech thralls. So yeah, we'll come back after Adam's done his shooting. Right, so shooting phase. Adam's took out one of the Ocularis with power machine spirit from the Hurricane bolter, and he shot the assault cannons, the heavy bolter, and a missile down at the Warlord, and saved everything on his 2-up save, 3-up invuln, and he failed his 3-up invuln on the missile, so he's down to 3 wounds. Over here, Carleen Stormbolter wounded the Thalax. He failed his armor save, but passed his 6-up feel no pain. Over here, the plasma, one of them got hot and Adam made his save. The rest of the bolters managed to get through, and a couple of hits and wounds. And I had to make 1 save of a 5-up invuln because of the plasma, and the Myrmidon made it, so everything is still alive. Adam's now going to charge Terminators into the Thalax. Do you want to roll it on camera, Adam? Yeah, that's definitely in. So he will be going first. He's a lot higher initiative than the Thalax, so we'll come back to you after he's shredded them up with them lightning claws. Right, so after the assault phase, I did pass a few feel no pains from the thunder hammers and everything, and as you can see, 2 Thalax are left on 1 wound apiece. That was thanks to rolling about 4 or 5 6s for the feel no pains. Yeah, I would say I made a fatal error and didn't jetpack move them out the way in the assault phase. I totally forgot to do that. Obviously they wouldn't have gotten there, but yeah, I feel a bit bad on Adam from all the damage I've done, so yeah. The Thalax obviously lost the combat, but due to being stubborn, they held their leadership on a 9. So we'll now move on to the Mechanicum on turn 3. Right, so movement phase for Mechanicum turn 3. The Avenger has turned 90 degrees, and he's looking to go for the Rhino and the tactical squad over there. The Knight has jumped over the top of the terrain, and looking to hopefully charge into those Terminators. If I can take out the tactical squad and the Rhino with some other things, I think the Myrmidons will also charge in as well, and hopefully look to get rid of the Terminators. I haven't moved anything else other than the Thalax here and the Castellax moving forward, looking just hopefully to try and look over that way a bit. I want to think about my shooting, because obviously I want rid of the drop pod as well. The Storm Raven over here though, I'm not really going to go for it at the minute, so yeah, I'm looking to focus my fire all over there. So I'm going to do all my shooting, and we'll come back to you after the shooting phase. Right, so this happened in the Mechanicum shooting phase. The Castellax down here shot at the Marines, and Adam passed one of his 6-up cover saves due to firing through intervening models. The Avenger took 2 glances off the Rhino. The Castellax took the remaining hull point off it. I then dropped the Thanatar on top of a single Marine that was left, and I was hoping to get the Rhino with it as well, but it scattered too far, but it still caught the Marine and took him out. This Castellax shot down at the pod and only got 1 pen. He got a gets hot, but he passed his save. Due to it being AP2, I rolled a 6, and obviously open topped, and it exploded. So the only thing left on the table of Adams is those Terminators and the Storm Raven. The Myrmidons and the Knight haven't shot either, so I think I'm going to charge them in and just, yeah, try and get rid of them. So we'll see what happens after the assault phase. Right, so that happened in the assault phase. Adam's not very happy. In fairness, it was some very, very poor rolls on Adam's part. He actually lost the Lightning Claw Terminator that was closest to Hammer of Wrath. He had a 2-up save and he rolled a 1. The Knight obviously went at the same time as the Lightning Claws. Because he lost the Lightning Claw to Hammer of Wrath, he only had 6 attacks back. He was now only strength 4 because he lacked Furious Charge, and the Thalax had toughness 5. Even with Shred, he only caused a single wound. And I passed me 6-up, feel no pain. So they are the unkillable Thalax. In the meantime, the Knight hit with all 4 attacks on the charge. He didn't roll a 6 or a 1, and altogether I think it was 11 wounds on 4d3. So Adam rolled them one at a time, obviously 3 up on the Thunderhammers, 5 up on the other Terminators. He had 2 left when he got to Carleen, and obviously Destroyers are assumed strength 10, so Carleen got insta-death because he failed his saves. So I do need to do my consolidations for them. But all Adam has left halfway through turn 3 is the Storm Raven. He wants to continue though, as he wants to try and kill something. The only concern is, right, if he flies off the board, he forfeits, so he's going to have to drop to hover mode at some point. So, yeah, we're going to continue, just see if we can get a moral victory and kill a couple more squads. So, yeah, I'll do my consolidations and come back to you after Adam's entire turn. Right, so the shooting phase, Adam unloaded everything he had from the Storm Raven at the Avenger. It jinked, and it failed 2 out of about 5 or 6 Forb jinks, and it's only got 2 hull points, so he brought it down with a glance. So we'll now move on to Mechanicum, turn 4, see if I can get rid of this Storm Raven. Right, so this is the movement phase. The Myrmidons have moved up. The Thalax have moved up to join in to try and get rid of this. The Castellax has moved round, and I've moved these Myrmidons up this way in the hope that he drops to hover mode so I can drop some haywire blasts on him. Just a thing to note as well, actually the Thanatar can fire if I move him. The Knight won't be able to fire the battle cannon as it's still flying. However, I'm going to move the Thanatar out of cover to here and use his Mauler bolt cannon. It's strength 6. So we'll I'm doing a lot of Skyfire here. I'm just hoping I can get 3 through. So yeah, we'll come back after the shooting phase. Right, so everything's shot. The Myrmidons, the Thalax, the Thanatar, both Castellax, all 3 Castellax even, and the Warlord with the Phase Plasma Fusils, and that caused 1 glance. Just a quick note, this one shot the Darkfire Cannon, rolled 2 1s to hit, and that failed both armor saves, so he is down on 1 wound now due to, he's lost 3 to get hot, and even though I've cast Rite of Eternity on him, he still hasn't gotten a wound back from the It Will Not Die. So yeah, nothing else can do any damage, so I'm going to see what... In fact, Adam, where are you moving him? Are you going down to hover mode?
No. Right, for the day, he kind of has to move.
So he has to go behind the Thanatar.
Yeah. I don't know, I believe in him.
What you're shooting at, then are you going to shoot at the tech thralls?
Yeah.
Right, what you're shooting at, everything, the heavy bolter, heavy bolter, assault cannon, and rapid fire hurricane bolters.
Yeah. But then, kind of know, because actually, what's the... Oh, never mind.
The only thing you'd be able to shoot is that has a 360 pivot, so you could shoot that at the rear, but you're still needing 6s.
Yeah, it's not worth it. Right, so...
Yeah, right.
Heavy bolter into there.
We'll come back after Adam's done his shooting. Right, so everything's moved up just to shoot at the Storm Raven. I tried to cast Rite of Destruction on this Castellax here, and he went malefic. I failed my leadership and rolled a 6, so he's now going to have to shoot at and charge the tech thralls down there as well. It's still going to take a while to chomp through them though, so yeah. I've got lots of stuff I have to do with this, and Adam's going to have to make a choice because he's not going to get another turn after this. I think he's going to have to drop to hover mode, but yeah, I'm going to do all my shooting and we'll come back and see if it's still alive. In fact, you know what, let's roll that Castellax on camera. So, 2s to hit the tech thralls, both hit, 2s to kill, yeah, so 2 are dead, and then rapid fire bolter, 2 hits, 2 wounds, 4 save. Oh, 6 will feel no pain. So 4 tech thralls are gone, the closest 4. Right, we'll come out after I've done the rest of the shooting on the Storm Raven. So the entire shooting phase has just happened, and Adam's now down on 1 whole point. He's got no choice now but to go into hover mode and probably try and kill this Castellax to get a point. He's on 1 wound, so yeah, let's see what he does. Adam, are you going to hover mode?
Yes.
I presume you're just swinging around.
Yeah.
Just a note as well, it was the Darkfire cannon that from this Castellax that actually shot at the Storm Raven, and it lost the heavy bolters, so it's only got the assault cannon and the bolters. Yeah, I did pen it, but rolled a 4, so that's why the 5's weapon destroyed. Are you shooting everything?
Yeah.
How are we then? Let's just roll it at that Castellax. So how are we then?
First, Hurricane Bolter.
Yeah.
Twin linked.
Right, so you've still got 5.
Yeah.
Toughness 7, so you're needing 6s.
7, so
6s.
yeah. So tired.
Oh. Nearly dropped my phone. 2, 3 up saves. It's gone! The victory point to Adam. So, we'll now move on to in fact, you know what, let's just do this here. So, the Thanatar, there's 2 hits, it's twin linked. No, 6s. Are you jinking, by the way?
Fucking no.
Right, in that case, you know what? Can I have a small blast? Pass the small blast template. Just there. Oh. Right, the Myrmidons that are here with the hairwire are going to drop this on here. So, that's way off, but I'll get 4 shots. That's 8, so that's 3 inches. That's still going to hit it. So that's only 1 out of the 4, and it's hairwire, and it does nothing. Right, so I've got 2 more shots with them. That's way off. 5, 6, no, it's 3 inches, so that would still actually clip it. So don't roll a 1, 2, it's gone. So, the beginning of turn 5, it took 3 turns to hunt down the Storm Raven. So, it was pretty brutal, and I kind of feel a bit bad on Adam. The dead pile for me is like 2 Ocularis, quite a few of the Covenant, and a Castellax and the Avenger. So Adam got 1, 2, 3, 4 victory points to my how many units did you have?
I have no idea.
Plus First Blood and Warlord kill to me. I don't know what the score is, but obviously it's a clear victory for the Mechanicum. So, yeah, that was pretty brutal. I'm going to start running some smaller point games, as I think it'll be a lot harder to play them in smaller point games due to limited number of models. I've got one coming up this weekend. I'm playing Josh's Space Marines. So yeah, if you like the Mechanicum and the Batreps and everything, please stay tuned. Please like, subscribe, and share. And if you have any questions, please ask. I'm always happy to answer everything. So yeah, thanks very much. So Adam, what's your thoughts on the Mechanicum?
Shooting phase just absolutely wrecked me. Half my army was gone by my turn 1. And
it's so much strength 6 AP 3 or above, isn't it?
And especially since I thought I'll put everything in cover, it'll be fine. And then you just deny all my cover saves.
So, do you want a rematch?
Great Knights are going against them next time.
And what is it that you're going to bring?
Jericho, Storm Raven, couple Paladins from the Towns, and the Aquila Strong Point. Which is 500 points of ridiculousness.
I'm game for that, like, definitely. So, look forward to that game coming soon. I'm just packing stuff away, but yep, we'll hopefully get Adam's Grey Knights in soon as well.